The volume profile, the larger volume is always executed at the end of the movement. This is a huge volume at the beginning of the movement. Why is, because if there is volume it means that he absorbed, that he accepted. So if he accepted, absorbed is that there is no risk and that the guys are wrong, but the guys are buying a price that has accepted, so there is no worry. And that we will probably be able to push the thing down. Here is .so. It is quite verifiable with simple tools like being able to see it in real time and even be able to anticipate it with the booklets, with the tapes. So I made that reflection. The reflection, in short, is as follows: you are able to measure the impact with certain tools. With MetaCount, the impact can be easily measured. The impact, we have seen. If you are buying something, let's take an example of a purchase. You are either executed at the price. So no impact, no impact. So I call it an execution. We're going to say we're in the right. Either you buy, you are run above the price displayed. So here we are in what is called positive slip. We are in slippage, and at that point, you pay more than expected, and at that point, it's probably that you're in the right direction, because you're being paid more. Or, vice versa, negative slip, you wanted to buy at 100, we run at 95, at purchase. So, you say, super, I can buy 5 points less. Why is, because you are usually buying a high point. That's why you run so well. That's why the provider is abundant and available. And at hyper-attractive prices, because you're buying everything up. So all that to say that here, I think the answer, an element of answer again to this reflection, is to look at a volume profile. We trace a profile volume from a high point to a low point, a price movement or one, and we look where the largest volume is executed, and we generally see that it is at the end of the movement, which indicates that the beginning of the movement is done with slide, which means what implies that as soon as we detect big slide, it means that the guys are in the right direction and that there is material to follow this trick, because if there is a big slide, it is the marketer is in trouble. And if he is in trouble, it is because he cannot afford to buy a high point. You see, he sells it high, he can't afford to buy it. So if it is very difficult to buy, we always go back to this concept. If it's very difficult to buy, it's that you're on a low point. If it's very difficult to sell, it's that you're on a high point. The market maker, at a high point, will give you liquidity only to buy. You see? It will give liquidity on a high point only to supply. So you can easily buy it, there is no problem. Because we are on a high point. If you want to sell it, it will be complicated because the liquidity at the bid will be minimal.